What's going on, YouTube? My name is FG3000. I'm back in the place to be, and welcome to My Heroes. Now, this is an upcoming title that's currently in open beta. However, this open beta does have a wipe at the end, so we're just going to go ahead and take a brief look at the game, see how it's shaping up thus far. Now, as soon as you see it, I know a lot of people are going to kind of, draw comparisons to something like Guardian Tale or something like that. I would say, no, it's not really like Guardian Tale at all. Let's go ahead and jump into a little bit of combat here so I can kind of show you the game. So, when you look at Guardian Tales, that game is such a story-driven experience. It's very puzzle-heavy, where My Heroes isn't really. Pretty much, on the humor front, pretty non-existent, and when it comes to actual puzzles, not really at all. This game is definitely more action bullet helly than Guardian Tales, right? So not to say that Guardian Tales does not have segments that look pretty much exactly like this. This game is just more focused on that, and I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I think some people, after playing Guardian Tales for a while, kind of got burnt out on the puzzles a little bit, and they just wish they could just play the game. This might be for you a little bit. But like I said, when it comes to like the overall humor and the story, it ain't got nothing on Guardian Tales, but that's really where I think the similarities should end. Other than that, yeah, they have like an old school pixel art style. One thing I wanna kind of ding this game on though, I do like I'm not opposed of the the pixel art overall, but I am not a fan of like my actual character graphics. Like, I think the enemies look good, but why do I have to be such low detail? Like, I have like no detail on my character. I feel like I kind of look out of place compared to every other mob and every other location of the game. I just feel like they could have tried harder on your actual character model. Maybe they're just kind of holding back for costumes and stuff like that, but I kind of think that's a mistake. Guardian Tale's individual characters look really good, for being little tiny sprites. They actually have some pretty good detail. But that's just like my overall thought of the game. Now, as far as what I'm doing here, I'm actually using a Cleric with a shotgun. So that's what type of game this is. I'm literally a Cleric, but I have a shotgun as my main weapon. I'm gonna go ahead and fight this little crazy pixie here. I have a bunch of skills on my right hand, so I have this little mace, little AoE thing, so I can kind of clear the room a little bit. I have this little smite attack where I can kind of target it if I need to. This big AoE room clear ability right over here, and I just got this. I actually don't know what this does. I just equipped that. It does damage. That's all you need to know is it does damage. I can also do a little sprint here if I need to move a little faster. I got some potions if I need to, but I'm doing pretty well. This thing has 3 life bars. And like I said, it's a little bit more bullet helly than Guardian Tales, but I think Guardian Tales has a lot of bullet hell segments also. But if you were just, kind of getting burnt out on puzzles and stuff like that, and you didn't really want to do, oh my goodness, trying to make me look bad, huh? I gotta use more of my abilities. This guy, the reason why you lose all these fights, little salamander, is because you continue dropping health potions. That's your problem right there, dude. That is a problem. Now, the cool thing about this game that I haven't really been able to try, because like I said, it's not a super well-known game. It's an open beta. There is going to be a wipe. There's also co-op stages as well. So I would imagine later on, once this game gets a little bit more popular, being able to do all of these stages with co-op with other people, I think is going to be a really good selling point. That's going to be something that we're going to see once the game hits global launch. We'll have to revisit it and take a look at that, but that might be fun. One thing about co-op, I think that a lot of other game companies make the mistake of, is they add co-op, but they don't really make it a super seamless experience. So if they can, right there, it was you saw it. Go solo, go co-op. They made it really, really easy to jump into the stage that you want to do. If they make it, really streamlined and a really easy experience to jump in and out of, that could be a very awesome selling point there. So we're just going to beat up on this little javelin throwing skeleton here. Easy. I don't know what this thing does. My new ability, I'll read it and I'll show you kind of how you equip abilities and do things outside of dungeons. I just wanted to give you guys plenty of gameplay before we go into the town and kind of walk around and talk to some NPCs and whatnot. Look at my kilometer. I'm trying to kill as many things as I possibly can. And you see, basically the idea is, you see my kilometer is 71%. Once it hits 100, that's when we basically move on to the boss encounter. Now, I can do that in any combination I want. I can fight a bunch of these grunts, or I can go and look for actual mid-bosses as well. So I've killed one mid-boss. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find another one, unfortunately. Did not find another mid boss, but that's kind of up to you, depending on how lucky you get, which room you go into, etc., etc. We're gonna be fighting the butcher here. Let's see what he has. See, dude, you guys are messing up. You're dropping the health bombs. Don't drop those. You might win. Oh, dude, he's mad. Go ahead and hit my little speed boost. So it goes without saying, this is gonna be a game that you definitely want to play on yourself. Look at that big old heart you dropped, dude. You're never gonna win that way. So there you go. Grab my treasure chest, grab all my looties, and then leave the dungeon and go back to town. So like I said, this is an open beta. There is going to be a wipe. So you guys know me. I don't get too comfortable when it comes to that, but I'll kind of give you a little tour of the town. Here's like the top ranked players right over here, so you can get an idea of what you can look like later on as far as looks. So maybe I was a little harsh on the character models. They do look like they look a little better, but I'm not sure if this is just a natural look after they've gotten really, really strong, or if it's some type of costume. So like this witch over here doesn't look very, I don't know. I'll reserve judgment on that. So put a bookmark on that one. Here's my stash there. Nothing too crazy there. I don't know what that does. There's the costume shop there. A little blacksmith action. This little cat over here allows me to swap out my skills. So these are the skills that I currently have, and you can see all the other skills that I can get later on. I can swap these skills out. I can upgrade them, as you guys see. There are multiple character classes. Like I said, I use the cleric, and you know, you have your cliche character classes like warrior and rogue and stuff like that, archer. Here's a little PvP area here where it's not really PvP. It's kind of like a horde mode. So basically you're just trying to get as many points as you possibly can, and those points are kind of tallied up against other players. So think horde mode, try to survive, defeat all the waves, and that's how you beat that. But that's pretty much the game, my friends. Run dungeons, get loot, and while we're here, let's see if we got any decent loot here. There's an old shoddy that I was using before. I can see this gives me a little extra wood attack plus HP, so I can easily equip that. This ring is going to give me an additional offense, but it's going to lower my survival, so I'll kind of pass on that. I got a helmet that I can't even use here. That's for the fighter class. So I'll probably just salvage that at the blacksmith. But yeah, you get an idea of what the game is kind of like. Go through dungeons, get stronger, fight stronger dungeons, and hopefully the PvP, or not the PvP, hopefully the co-op is going to be something that is worth, you know, kind of pushing this game over the edge, because it has a good foundation, I think. Just needs a little bit more. Let's go into layer 5, just so you can see all the biomes that I have currently unlocked. But that is this almost looks like Guardian Tales a little bit. Almost. But that is going to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, a nice little look at My Heroes currently in open beta. We'll definitely be on the lookout on this game once it actually hits global launch. Looks like it's going to be a fun little title. Not bad. Not bad at all. All right, let's see if we can find one. Oh, I see the mid bosses. You can see my map. Can you see the map, FG? Oh, I can see it. Unlock this boss real quick. It's just like a big old spiky spider. I should have I should have switched this ability out because I don't know what it does. Like, I have no idea what that ability does. And of course, I didn't bother to read it when I had the opportunity. When I was talking to the kitty cat that switches out your skills, I could have read the ability, but did I? I didn't. All right, let's go and try to get that mid boss over there. All right, I started off with like a traditional, like, you know, cleric mace, but then quickly, yeah, I got a shotgun because why not? So the game doesn't take itself too seriously, but it's definitely not like, you know, it's not Guardian Tales level of not taking yourself seriously. We should be able to get there. I guess there might be a strategy to not kill anything and just go to the bosses, but I couldn't like I just couldn't. My inner gamer wouldn't let me not kill things. Look at this dude. Oh, look at that. Look at that pro. Ah. It got me. And that, my friends, is gonna do it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, once again, my name is FG3000. That was a nice look at My Heroes. Be on the lookout for this one. And if you're not on the lookout for this one, I'll let you know once. Oh, did I get a new weapon? I'll let you know once the game actually hits launch. Now that's my. Ah, dude, I'm ready for a new weapon, dude. I'm so tired of these weapons. All right, well, that's it. All right, guys, I am out, and I'll see you guys in the. What does this do? Oh, this is like a little thing that just attaches to your character, like a Navi, and it just like does attacks. And then if I press it again, it turns off. So literally I was wasting it because I kept on pressing it twice. I didn't know what I was doing. But there you go. I'm out, and I'll see you guys at launch. Later.